Hey there, Stellar students. Welcome to Module 1 of our Stellar Virtual Business course. And in this module, we're looking at my favorite part of the business equation, which is you. So what we're talking about in this module specifically is about how you respond to your business, what you bring to the business, what your strengths and weaknesses are. And we also look at personality types, not just to look at your personality type, but also the personality types of the people around you and how you can best interact with them. And I've got a really cool resource I'm going to be showing you shortly that can help you with that. I absolutely love this resource. So we're going to be looking at personality, strengths, and weaknesses. Now, don't think that, I know some people have come to me and gone, I don't want to do stuff about me to start off with. I want to just get straight into my business. Guess what? This is your business. This is going to be really important. So some of the traits that you need to be bringing to the table as a business owner, this all comes with your attitude, your personality type, your mindset, your resilience, your how you self-motivate, how you self-moderate. Some of these things include business owner mindset. Now, this is actually pretty massive, this area. As an employee, we do tend to rock up to work each and every day. That's the worst bit. I don't know how you do it. Each and every day. And we sit down and we look at the tasks that have been put in front of us and we get them done. And we're pretty sure that the next day, the same sort of thing is going to happen again and again and again. And those tasks will keep coming and being put in front of us unless we lose our job for whatever reason. So we just need to satisfy that criteria, have a bit of fun, a little bit of energy. And we basically do the same sort of shit every day, excuse my language. Whereas when you're running your own business, you need to resolve a heck of a lot more other pieces before you even get to that. So you're not looking at, okay, here's someone who needs someone who's got the skills I have. I'm going to apply for this job. And then I've got this job, which is awesome. And off we go. As a business owner, you need to be doing that on repeat, on a constant loop. Who has the problem that I can solve? What problem do those skills that I bring to the table solve? Because even the way you communicate that is going to be different to how you do in an employee workplace. So when you're an employee, you usually come to the table. Maybe there's a label for it. Maybe you're an office manager. Maybe you're the graphic designer. Maybe you're a project manager, whatever it might be, bookkeeper, all sorts of stuff. What problem do you actually solve? They don't usually look at it in that way when you're going for jobs. They look at, okay, this is the name of your title, and these are the skills you need to bring to the table, okay? When you're running your own business, you need to understand exactly what problem you solve, and you can't be a jack of all trades, master of none. You really can't. What problem do you solve? And then you've got to identify who has that problem, and of the people who have that problem, who do you want to work with? Who is going to love how you want to deliver the solution to their problem? So this is a whole big, caboodle right from the start. And we will be looking at that a lot throughout the content of this course. So thinking about what's the problem that I solve? How do you come up with that? What are your skills, your traits, your personality types? What are the things that you bring to the table? And when you mush them together, what can you create? And who has that problem? Research it, find out who has that problem. Are they willing to pay you to solve that problem? How do they want that solution delivered? Okay, those are things that you don't tend to have to worry about when you're an employee. Plus, of course, you need to constantly tell people to pay you and draw the line. These are my terms, these are my conditions, these are my boundaries. So this mindset is really important. It's something you'll be working on a lot over the coming years, may not ever end. And one of the questions that we do have on this page in the portal is, how are you going to work on that on a continual basis, your mindset, and how you can improve it, work on it, strengthen it as you work on your business. The other thing is ownership of success and failures. It's a lot easier to own successes than failures. Some people actually aren't great at either. Some people love owning their failures and they'll sit in that. So there's a real balance between sitting in successes or sitting in failures. I think it's important not to sit in either of them. It's looking at them, celebrate your successes, learn from your failures. As we all know, failures really, the way we interpret a failure is usually pretty inaccurate. It's an opportunity to learn and to grow. So we need to have a think about how you personally respond to failures, whatever definition that is, and how you can best support yourself to move forward when there is a failure and how you can grow from it. You also need to have a constant desire to learn and stretch yourself. I think people who have signed up to this course have shown that they have a desire to learn and to stretch themselves. So hats off to you. That's awesome. That will never end. The evolution of business is constant, and you will grow too. So you'll come to points in your business where you realize the way that you're delivering things or who you're delivering them to are no longer, aligned with you. So you need to rejig things, redo all those things you did at the start to see again, where do I fit in this and where can I re-inspire myself? You need to have business community building skills. So understanding that your community around you is just as valuable to your audience as it is to you, and it is to the community as well, because you'll be contributing to your community, no doubt, as much as you pull from it. It's usually very balanced. The more you put in, the more you can get out of it. And understanding the community around you, the other business owners, how they work, what their strengths and weaknesses are, how to collaborate with them, how to share with them, how to grow with them is really, really going to be valuable. You don't have a water cooler in the office anymore. You have to create your own. And then there's also the ongoing openness to investing your time, money, and effort. I know this course is about reducing how much of that you need to invest, and we need to be strategic about how we invest our time, our effort, and our money in our business, but we need to be smart about it. There are going to be some things that cost you more when you want to be paying less. So if you're constantly looking for free software, free training, free solutions, usually there's a reason why they're free. It's going to take longer to find that solution. It's going to take longer to implement that solution. So if you have all the time in the world, by all means, but if you want to be strategic and get things going, then you need to be strategic again about how to invest that time, money, and effort in your business. Okay, so personality types. We want to have a look with the two. We've got the crystal nose personality type that we're going to be looking at, and the very fun, simple but effective lion, otter, beaver, golden retriever personality types. And what I'd like you to do for your homework for this is both of those tests. I think that they're really both, especially together, give you a really good idea and solidify. They kind of complement each other on where you fit in the different personality types and what your perceived strengths or weaknesses may be, so that you can understand yourself better. So finding out where you fit in those different types. There's no hierarchy of types. They are just types, but the way that they respond to data, stimulus, all of the things differs, and it's really, really interesting. So with this, we can find out, overhangingly what your strengths and weaknesses might be. And then what we want to do too is consider how the different personality types can impact your business. So the people that are in the community that you're going to be building are going to have different personality types. And I want to show you a really cool thing that Crystal Nose has that can kind of help you with that, understanding how you can interact with those people. But once you've done the test, I want you to consider, if someone comes to you and you can clearly see that they're more of a lion personality, how would you approach them with your solution compared to how you would approach someone who was a golden retriever? So a lion is a quick decision-making kind of, I want to get the results right now sort of person, whereas the golden retriever needs to have more time, more information to come up to it with their decision on whatever data has been put in front of them. So they're very different approaches. And if you approach someone who's more golden retriever with that lion strategy, it won't work. Same as if you come with all of the data and giving them lots of time. For the lion, they're going to be off and looking at the next shiny thing before you've even had a chance to finish showing them all the things. Okay, so let's have a look. I want to show you. So your homework will be the two tests, Crystal Nose personality test and the Lion, Beaver, Otter, and Golden Retriever test. The links are at the bottom of the portal page. Now, cool things about Crystal Knows. Hopefully I can show this to you with this recording very soon. It gives advice on how to connect with others. I'll show you in a minute. Compares your traits with others, with people that you know, and also people you don't know. So it might be Oprah Winfrey, for example, or Taylor Swift. And it suggests ways to connect well with other people. So I'm going to reduce this screen and I want to show you a little bit about Crystal Knows. So this is my Crystal Knows profile. And I've filled it all out. I'm adaptable, enthusiastic, and energetic. So these can all be, these are all good traits to have, but obviously there's, while I'm at work, I'm inventive. I prefer long, thoughtful conversations, but I like to make quick decisions. These are all really interesting and useful pieces of information, right? So clearly I am very much an I. Enthusiastic, casual, and talkative. Have you not come across that in me yet? That just would be really weird. You can also retake assessments if you feel like, it doesn't fit for you. So we've got personality comparisons here. I don't want to have a personality comparison with Bill Gates. Thanks very much. So let's go over to Oprah Winfrey. So she is she is risk tolerant. Very, very risk tolerant. So that's probably why she succeeded so well in what she does, because she takes risks and she's happy to do that. I'm not quite so risk tolerant as Oprah Winfrey, but I am more trusting. Don't know if that's a good thing or not. So very interesting. If you upgrade to the higher level, you get to see more of those. And these are the things that I have got in my download from Crystal Knows, but you can't see them here without upgrading the account. But you can see things that come natural to me is speaking to strangers. I respond well to social energy, and I hate feeling stuck in the same place. So something that I found really cool about Crystal Knows was this. So if I wanted to make a pitch to Taylor Swift, and of course I can change this to other people that I do know. So for example, Rachel Boris is a friend of mine through business, and I could pop her up on here and it will tell me what I should do and what I shouldn't do when I'm making a sales pitch. This is really handy. So for this one, if it's Taylor Swift, do keep the conversation focused and aimed at specific outcomes. Send visual aids, things that are going to make her see how this would work. High-level summaries. So she's more of a lion, I can tell already. Keep the energy light with jokes and upbeat attitude. Don't place focus on outdated procedures or focusing on future possibility, like over-focus. Don't overfill with lots of analysis and data before setting the high-level vision. She wants to see the big picture. Don't focus on risk or downsides. Prioritize the potential upside. She's smart enough to know that there's going to be both. Let's focus on what would go well. And don't focus on detail at the start. Start with connection. Okay, so there's some tips here with giving the pitch, why that would work, and some wording, right? Okay, and same with this one here, discovery. If I wanted to have a meeting with Bill, Jennifer Aniston, and Oprah Winfrey, in that room, I will have a planner, an analyst, and an initiator. So when you do this test and you connect with people through LinkedIn using the Crystal Knows integration, which is an option when you sign in there, you'll be able to do this with people that you know. So you'll be able to see here how they're going to respond and how they're going to want to contribute to that meeting. So for example, Jennifer's going to want to be able to collaborate on that agenda. That's her personality type. So we say, how long would you like to meet for? So Bill's more likely to want to connect with less people. So you would say, would you like to meet one-on-one or with others? So you're giving those options. Oprah Winfrey is more likely to be able to just say, all right, let's just chat right now. I've got a minute. Okay. I can't imagine that to be true, but apparently that's what they're saying. So how to gather information from them. You can say these things. It's really helpful. And the more you do that, the more you will get used to responding to those different personality types. I just thought that was really, really cool. I wanted to share that with you. Okay, so let's go back to our Crystal Knows screen here. Now, the cool things about the Lion and Otter one is that it's quick and easy. It's really easy to understand the types. I mean, we've already got a visual there with the lion, with an otter, with a beaver, and a golden retriever. They're all gorgeously adorable animals, but they've all got, the otter is very community orientated and sociable, and the golden retriever is more calm and thoughtful. Beaver is very much, let's get this stuff done, let's sort it out. There's a lot of, we call them Viva Beavers in the Virtually Yours network, because there's a lot of people that fit that in there. And the lion is very, sort of lead the way kind of person, but they've got a lot of different traits in there within it. I do like that it highlights the strengths and weaknesses, but it focuses on the positives, which is really nice. So I want you to do those 2 tests. I want you also to think about what areas of your personality you think might hinder you in business and what you'll do to address that, and how can you keep working on mindset. What resources are out there for you to be able to tap into. So I really look forward to hearing from you and seeing how you go with these tests. And I'll see you in the next section when you're done. Take care.